It was with you that the person you knew felt instant retribution for all the evil they had done. They had a task with a specific purpose, and there was a secret that was only entrusted to you. There was a lot of spiritual violence. There was a choice before choosing a new place of residence, not just a change in lifestyle, a change of family, status, and even a change of spouse. They told the person close to them that you were both a punishment and a gift. The gift was a reward from God, your relationship with them, and it is also a punishment for the previous sins. You punished them for many things: attraction, and to revive everything from the beginning. But at the same time, they know you make the decision. You are very strong, strong-willed, and everything depends on you. They urgently needed to decide something, and they did nothing. Their indecision and postponing for later, and then their confusion. They needed to make a choice, to decide. Everything led to the breakup and transformation. A new stage of life had to begin, something new, a divorce, a wedding, a birth of a child. But in any case, they believed there were no prospects. They talk about a certain reputation of generic scenarios. In their family, it was repeated so often. They maintain unnecessary relationships from a normal lifestyle to escape from problems. With you, they lost a part of themselves. You got to the bottom of it and discovered some very unpleasant truths. They tried to hide their marital status and facts about themselves. In principle, they were afraid that there would be a lot of gossip about their personal life. They knew you were slandered. Ill-wishers intervened, and on their part, the ill-wishers discredited you, and this person you knew participated. They do not absolve themselves of responsibility, that they not only allowed it, but looked in your eyes like a person who really believed the slander. There were a lot of secrets, and they did not reveal info on time. There was no openness. They were too closed. They had a triangular relationship, and they were afraid of gossip. They tried to hide the relationship and evaded responsibility. They needed to make a choice and tried to evade the answer in time. They hid in the distance. They broadcasted themselves as a person of something, but acted little. They now act like they respect the existing order of life, who supposedly lives by the generally accepted rules, the law, and in principle, teaches others how to live correctly, sets them on a true path. But they don't like when they are taught, when they are told to act and live correctly. They told the person close to them that you were right in everything. It was as if they were burnt out in the relationship. You gave your soul to the relationship, but at the same time they turned around and left. They were scared of responsibility, of you in their real life. They don't really consider you. They generally believe that it would be ideal if bigamy were acceptable and they are forced to comply with certain rules, etc. They cannot leave their family, their reality, but they don't want to leave you either. You will not agree to this, but they believe it. They would like to have you as a second spouse if you agreed, if it was a wedding, but quiet or secret. But what started off as infatuation grew into something global and large scale. But they realized this after you stepped aside. At one point, they left the family, hotels, spending the night with friends, acquaintances, and some trips to the side in order to extinguish negative emotional impulses. You're a radical. You taught them humanity and mercy. No one helped them like you. There was a very difficult situation and you gave them a way out. They didn't listen. They thought they were smarter than anyone else. Time has proven it was a stupid move. You warned them about relationship too. They constantly play these thoughts over and over and they can't stop. You are still in their head, consciousness in their heart. You're always next to them. You were their family, but they turned away. It was necessary to act, and they stopped. They work in law enforcement, the medical system, legal system, something like that. They still believe in the future, hopes for the best. They have become more firm in their principles. Somewhere they are trying to lull their conscience with some good deeds to help those in need. But they feel like they need you more than you need them. You're more illuminous, large scale and generous. They have a more rational approach to everything. They see you as their family, not as an outside love interest. They betrayed you. They are charitable organizations and they say you are that person to give help. They got into money, big debts and fines. They got you into debt and never paid you back. They couldn't settle debts and left. This does not give them peace. They cannot move on. They are angry you didn't wait for them and they try to justify it. They said everything ended before the appointed time, broke off and they have no peace. But they blame themselves as this is their personal extravagance. They didn't think about you or anyone. They are not happy about the breakup at all. They know they were manipulated by people who pushed themselves in between, and they formed a group and took advantage of unverified information. They should not have acted like that in relation to you.